Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about Singapore visa. I'm going to talk about Singapore tourist visa, how you can apply it and how you can get it, and what are the documents required for it, what are the things, what are the mistakes that you should avoid, and what are the things that you should take care of to get the Singapore tourist visa, right? The very first thing that you need to take care of is that your passport should have minimum 9 months of validity left in it. If your passport has less than 9 months of validity, or it is about to expire in the next 9 months, then you should get a new passport and then apply for the Singapore visa, because either they will not accept the application or they will reject the visa. The second thing that you need to do is that you need to decide on the dates of your travel, and you need to make the bookings for the same, like travel dates you need to decide, because you will get Singapore visa only for 30 days, Singapore tourist visa. And you will get this visa, let's say if you apply it today, you will get it in the next 3 to 5 days or in 7 days, and most likely your visa dates will start right away, your visa validity will start right away, so you have to travel within the next 30 days itself. So you only first to decide when you want to travel, and you apply right before that, because you will get your visa within 3 to 7 processing days, right? These are the two things that you need to take care of. Once you have decided what are the dates you want to travel, you need to make the flight bookings for the same to travel to Singapore, and you also need to make the return booking for the flight, because the visa is only for 30 days. So you need to show that you are going to return from that, you are going to exit Singapore as a country. Whether you exit to India or any other country, it depends totally up to your travel plan. You also need to show where are you going to stay within the Singapore. So you need to make your hotel bookings also before you apply for the visa, right? So now your passport is sorted, your travel plan is sorted, your tickets are sorted, your bookings are sorted. Now a lot of times people travel, a lot of folks travel with their wife or with their husband, and only one of them is going to sponsor the trip, or let's say one of them is working, right? uh, and you want to apply it as a couple, right? So one person is sponsoring the trip or the for the other person. So you need to submit the marriage proof also. So you make sure you have the marriage proof, which is either marriage certificate or your wedding photographs, your wedding invitation. The government will accept any of the documents, right? Now to apply for the Singapore tourist visa, you cannot apply directly on their website. You need to go through an agent. These are the authorized agent partnered by the Singapore governments in India. Only through them you can apply for these visa. Now you can find the list on their website, and I'll mention the list. I'll mention the link of the website where you can see who are the authorized partners. And let's say if those partners are not available in your city, then they provide courier services as well, right? So you will have to send the documents and passport to their address, they will take it, and then they will submit the passport to the Singapore government for the processing in the embassy. Once you get the visa, they will courier it back to your address. Now we went ahead with the Akbar Travels. Now the Singapore visa processing fee is $30 Singaporean dollars, and other than that there are some charges which are levied by the agents also. Some of it will be their commission, taxes, and the courier charges, right? Are these fixed charges? Most of the time yes, but since we were traveling in a group of 6, so we were able to negotiate a better deal. They were asking for 3,500 for per couple, and we per person, and we negotiated a deal of 3,000 per person, and it was 500 rupees saving per head. So you can negotiate if you're traveling in a big group, right? Now comes what are the documents needed for Singapore visa, right? The very first thing you need is the valid original passport with a minimum validity of 9 months and at least 3 blank pages. So make sure you have 3 blank pages. If you have an expired passport and a new passport as well, then you need to submit both the passport to the embassy, or you need to send both the passport to the agent. The second thing is that you need to fill a form 14A, which you can download it from the their website, or once you will get in touch with the agent who are going to apply your visa, they will share the form. They'll share the form with you, and they will also help you fill the form as well. So I'm not going to share how do you fill the form. You can obviously get in touch with them, get on a call with them, and they will help you fill the form and help you avoid any mistake. So you need to fill the 14A form with blue ink. This is the second document. The third document is that you need passport photos. Now these are not normal passport photos. There's a guideline given by Singapore government, and you need to make sure that you have these passport photos clicked within those guidelines. If you go to any of these photographers available in the market, they will know these guidelines, and they will click those pictures with you. It's a matte finish, white background with 80% face coverage, 35-45 mm photo, and you can print it at your home also, but it's better if you go to a photographer who does this day in day out, so as to avoid any issue with the photographs. The next document is that you need to submit all the proof of your flight details to enter the Singapore, your flight details to exit the Singapore, and also where are you going to within the Singapore. And within that form 14A, they will ask a lot of details, that where are you going to stay, what is the contact number, what is the if a company is inviting you. There is another way a lot of people travel. If somebody is inviting them, that's an invitee, or their company is sponsoring, then they'll ask the details for that as well, right? The next thing is that there's a cover letter you need to share it with them, and the cover letter format will again be shared by the agent with you. You need to fill that cover letter, and that cover letter will have again the similar details, that me and my wife are going to travel, or I am going to travel between so and so date. I'm going to stay here and here. These are my flight details, and this is my Aadhaar, this is my passport number, and other details. The next proof they want is that you are financially capable to sponsor your own trip, right? So for that, you can either submit bank statement of last 6 months or salary slip of last 3 months with your employee ID shown on those slips, and then obviously if you can get it stamped from the bank or from office, that would be great. If you are not working in a private company, if you are self-employed, then you need to provide your business registration, MOA, partnership deed, GST, ITF returns, any detail which shows that you have a legit business and you are making enough money to sponsor, or you earn enough, you're financially capable to sponsor your own trip, right? You also need to, if you have traveled to Singapore before, then you need to share that detail as well. What was the date, what was the passport number, and travel date earlier, all of those. Again, if somebody has invited you, then you need to share that invitation letter, and there is a V39 form which you need to share. You need to share the details of the person who is inviting you. What is their passport number, what is their visa, and what is the visa they are holding. If you're traveling either from your college or employee, or somebody has asked you to travel, you need to share those copies as well. If a minor is traveling without either parent, then an NOC from the parent is required, and obviously there's a proof required that you both are their parents, and then there's a ID proof of both the people who are claiming to be the parents. If company is sponsoring you to travel, then you need to show the sponsorship letter as well, invitation letter from the host company. And again, like I said, if your spouse is not endorsed, like if she's not earning, or if one of the members is only earning and who is going to sponsor for the wife also, then you need to provide that proof that your spouse, or let's say if the wife is earning, husband is not earning, then one of them has to provide that proof of the marriage certificate, that we are married and I'm going to sponsor the trip for them. There's one more document which is needed a lot of time, which is if your passport is not from the same state where you are living. Let's say my passport was issued in Delhi and I'm living in Karnataka, let's say, or if it was issued in Haryana and if I'm living in, let's say, Jammu Kashmir, or let's say I'm living in Rajasthan, then I need to submit my proof of residence as well, which is either rent agreement or a society letter or letter from the organization, or the electricity or gas or MTNL, BSNL bill, any of these proof of residence. So let me summarize. In a normal scenario, you would need passport, old and new passport with 3 blank pages with more than 9-month validity. You will need 14A form completed in blue ink. You will need 3 passport size photos, Fourth, you will need your flight and hotel details. Fifth, you will need a cover letter. Sixth, you will need your finance proof, which is bank statement or salary slip. Seventh, you will need if you have to submit proof of residence, then write the rent agreement or society letter, which a lot of people have to. So these are the 6 to 7 things which you have to send it to the agent. So if you're in the same city, you can go and give it in person, or if the agent is in another city, then you need to send it via courier it to them. And your passport will get processed within 3 to 5 days, and you will get your visa in your hand. Right now, there are other details also need to take care of. After getting the passport, you need to fill an online form on the Singapore government website to get an eVisa as well in your eVisa as well with you, because when you will land in Singapore, you will need to submit that eVisa details also. Second thing, in Singapore, the immigration is very easy. There is no human interaction. You can directly walk into the Singapore city. There are machines where you can scan your passport, and they will know that you hold a valid visa, and you can just check in into the country. Obviously, you need to have the eVisa application number ready with you, because that you need to enter in those machines. So this is the Singapore visa detail. It's a very simple visa to get. It a lot of time it sounds like a very difficult visa, but it is actually pretty easy. Make sure you get in touch with the agent and ask all the questions that you want to ask. If there are any more questions you want to ask about the visa, I recently went there with my family and friends, so you can put it in the comments. And I'm going to put more videos around. I have already a series about US visa. I'm going to put more videos what to do in Singapore, or to how to get visa for the other countries. So please make sure you like this video. You subscribe to my channel if you want. Subscribe to my channel if you want to learn about other visa or similar things about travel. Thank you so much, and have a good day.